What's up guys, so today I've got a very cool piece of gear for you guys, and that is the SOLODALLAS Storm Pedal. So if you don't know, the SOLODALLAS Storm Pedal is basically a replica of the Schaffer wireless unit that was used in the 70s a lot by bands such as Van Halen, AC/DC, Pink Floyd. I think Aerosmith also used them because Joe Perry just started to use the replicas again and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. And this Storm Pedal is kind of the most affordable way to get into the whole Schaffer Replica kind of tone. And I really dig what it does to, especially on old Marshall. It does also work really well with Fender type of circuits. So let's start out by checking out the knobs and what they do. So you got a boost on the left, a level on the right, and then in the middle down below we've got a limiter knob. And the boost is basically where your whole Schaffer Replica kind of tone is in. So I like to crank that all the way to 10, get the level at about 9 o'clock, and then the limiter at about 2 o'clock. So Dries, the engineer for SOLODALLAS gear, he told me that he likes the boost all the way up as well, and the level at about a little bit less than 9 o'clock. I like to push it to about 9 o'clock so it gets above unity gain. The boost adds a really great kind of mid thickener and a kind of singing quality to it, especially with these older type amps that you really need to crank out super loud to get a nice lead tone out of them without a pedal. So this is really a great kind of marrying. So let's check out the amp. It's a JTM 45 style amp. We've got the presence on 8, the bass on 4, middle on 8, treble on about 9 or so. Then I've got the high treble on about 7 and the normal also on about 7. So let's check out the straight up tone that I've got going. It's fairly crunchy. It is more gain than AC/DC would use in the 70s without the replica, and it sounds like this. And it kind of feels already really nice to play under the fingers, since I'm using it into a Fried load box and then using IRs and stuff. So I really can crank up those volumes and it sounds great. But if we add the SOLODALLAS, we get a whole other level of greatness to this tone. And what I really like a lot about the Schaffer type of tone is the fact that with a lot of boosts and stuff, when you use them in the front of your Marshall, what you tend to get is when you roll down the volume, you don't get those nice clean tones anymore. And that's something I really miss on those type of pedals, and the Schaffer does it really well. So this is the Marshall without the boost. Let's engage the boost. So yeah guys, that's checking it out with the old 78 Super Lead. It sounds pretty good in my opinion, and it does add a nice boost to it as well. So as you can hear, to most vintage type of Marshalls, JTM 45, JCM 800, JMP, it all sounds great. You just have to crank it up to a kind of nice rhythm tone, push this thing with about boost on 10, level on 9 or a little below, and then limit to taste. You will get a great kind of AC/DC lead tone with it. So there you have it guys, that's the Schaffer Replica Storm pedal by SOLODALLAS. It's a really great pedal, especially for those kind of dudes that like straight up running into a Marshall but need one pedal to get that lead tone. This guy really helps you to get there. It's a very unique sounding tone. It's not like a tube screamer or anything. It doesn't kind of shape it so much that you're out of running without volume and stuff. So if you have it on all the time, that's also a great way to use it. I would recommend checking one of these out and letting me know what you think of it. I'm really a fan of it. I'm always getting one with me whenever I'm doing gigs right now, because I really like the tone of it. I really like the feel of what it brings to every Marshall that I play. Of course, with a more high gain Marshall like the AFD 100, you're not going to need it as much. You could try it, but yeah, especially with those vintage amps, it's really cool to have that boost from the Schaffer, and it's a really nice story behind it as well. The Schaffer wireless unit stuff and everything. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, hope you liked the tones. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and then we'll catch you for next video.